Okay, everyone, it's time. We're finally here. We've finally done it. I've got Galactic Legend Leia Organa ready to unlock. We finished up. We got Akbar to Relic 3, and I've spent the last couple of days farming all the currency required to get the shards to unlock. We've got a couple of levels left here that we need to do to get the ability material ultimate abilities things, but let's go do this. Here we go. This has been, wow, a long time coming. Obviously, our first Galactic Legend on the account here is Leia. Look at that. And with the new update as well, all of the abilities are ready. You can upgrade them straight away. So we're gonna see how much resources I've got, how far we can get. I know I've got a bunch of Karatech, so Karatech shouldn't be a problem getting to up the gear levels. Okay, we're at 9 so far, so we need a bunch of these. Of course we do. Which one is it? Ah, this one. Some energy we can use. Okay, that was easy. There we go. That's another gear level. Gear 10. Yeah, let's have some of that. Yes, please. That should be both of them. Oh, lovely. Got stuff left over. Okay, and to get from 11 to 12, what do we need? We need some of these. Can't get them with currency. Can we get them with any currency? No, nothing in the shop right now. And none of them right now. And what about these? Any of them? Ah, yes. Let's have some of them. Got some currency left over for them. So, yeah, not much I can do about these right now. I'm going to just have to wait for them to come into the store. We're going to go to level 85 on her, and then we're going to do the thing that we've been saving the Zetas for, is we're going to upgrade all these abilities straight away, which, am I going to have enough? Ooh. Am I going to have enough Omegas? Well, I've got some I can purchase still, so let's just go through. We need 16 for that. That's expensive. And we need 16 there. Ooh, okay. I didn't think I'd be out of Omegas. Okay. Couple of refreshes in the store should be good to get them. Should be fine. Should be fine. It won't take long to do them. It's not like they're the same thing as Zetas. Right, and the other thing that we need to do here is mods. Right, okay, so with the mods, let's have a look around it. What we need on her. We know she's a tank, so she's going to be using health, speed, and she's going to be using health primaries on most of the things. And I could do with... Okay, well, unless this one's a good one. 4 hits on defense. Wow, that's terrible. Not keeping that. So yes, I'm probably going to be stealing that health mod off Kenobi. I'm going to be stealing that health mod. Definitely stealing that health mod. Okay, so I may just have to wait. I do need to get her to gear 12 so that I can steal these mods off other people. Yeah. That's fastest speed one I've got here. Just gonna have to steal the one off Dash and Mara, and everything will kind of then dominate down. But wow, there it is. That's Leia unlocked, and yeah, we're on to getting the ultimate ability stuff ready. And I had put as well, tagged these characters here to start trying to get this stuff ready. We do at least have another raid coming in, so we can get some more. And it wasn't them, so it's this piece here. You can see I've still got all those left over, which is just great. So it's that piece there, it's the furnace, it's the med pack, it's the data pad. Need 2 med packs, I believe, and it's this Armortech tactical data thing here, and we're gonna have a territory battle finish soon as well. Like, she's already up here, so yeah, that. Ooh, that's gonna be so good. So there we go. She's unlocked. She's kind of ready to go. This is right before I can get her saved, ready for Grand Arena. I might put some mods on her ready for Grand Arena anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to come back in a bit. So this is pretty much the account update. We're going to have a look at the Grand Arena from last week. And yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. First round of Grand Arena 3v3 this time in Bronzium 4. So let's go. This is going to be quite difficult and interesting. As you probably saw last week, we had a quick look at Max and Sam while the setup phase was being done. They do have some Galactic Legends, however it seems that they don't like to place them on defense from what I can see. So that gives us a shot, you know, and... They play more than they don't. They've been in Bronzium before. They dropped down to Carbonite, so you know, we'll see. I haven't looked at the mod score, to be fair. I can have a look at that, because I think that would be interesting to know. What are they rocking in the way of mods? They're actually pretty well modded. Wow. They have the same amount of top 25 speed as us. They have loads of 7120 plus speed and 21915 plus. So they're kind of tryhard. They're actually working, you know, on their roster reasonably well. It depends what that speed is on, though. Because if we have a look at the Galactic Legends, 167. Yep, okay. Additional, that is 170 additional. Okay. 126 additional could be better. Kylo, you want Kylo a lot faster than that. Shadow Master Luke, okay. Piet's up there, Mara's up there, Revan's up there. Let's have a look. I mean, she's over 300, but she should be the fastest. You know, one of the fastest. Interesting. And it seems that I don't know if this is a whale or not, but they have Apo. Do they have the Apocron? They don't. They have the Vadercron that they're working on, and a couple of other things. And ships as well. They do have an Executor. Doesn't look like they place it on defense. Looks like they're placing Negotiator on defense, and they're not using Negotiator with Marauder. The last time they had it, they were putting Umbaran on the front, so that's going to be interesting to see as well. Darth Bane. So yeah, it's been an account that must have been around a while for them to have Darth Bane unlocked as well. Very interesting. Night Troopers and stuff. Okay, well, let's get into this then. Let's see what we can do. So, up front here, we've got a Grievous and a Gaz. So we're looking at, I don't have my 3v3 set up, we're looking at taking on Gaz with our Sith here. Gonna be interesting. I think we're gonna struggle, to be honest, especially now that I've seen the mod scores and stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna have to kind of grind it out here. Potentially looking to save Annihilate for and I've already lost Savage. Yeah, okay, I don't think we're getting through this. Okay. Okay then. So, you know what, I will take the 10 banners because I have an idea. Don't like it, but we can use Starkiller. So now I'm gonna go over here and take on the Grievous team with our Night Sisters. I want to get this wall down first because I want to know what's in the back. So especially with them 3 teams in the back as well when you're doing 3v3 is a pretty big deal. It's yeah, get Daka back, thank you. Getting some more stuns would be nice. If we could stun Grievous, that would be great. It looks like we're not going to, but all the plague and stuff is going to start taking them out. Okay, so we got 54 banners there. So I think we are going to have to use Star Killer. No Datacrons at the moment. So let's do this. Maybe we should have used this the first time round. But I wanted to save this team potentially for something big in the back line that we may not have been able to get with other teams. So it is what it is. You have to take those risks in Grand Arena sometimes to be able to win these kind of matchups. Sorry if you can hear the motorbikes and stuff going off. Got the window open because it is boiling hot at the moment. Okay, so 34, that's 44 banners we've got on there. Interesting. So, some interesting teams, but nothing too crazy. Haven't even got Captain Rex. This team is going to be a problem, the Kylo team. The Kylo team is going to be a problem for our roster. Yeah, because Treya would have been a great counter for that. And so with a Star Killer. Yeah, this is gonna be tough to get through now. Boss could do it. Bounty Hunters aren't great, but it is possible. So let's have a look. So if we throw Bosk in as a team, comes the thing. We also then need a team to take on Newt Gunray, which again, we just don't have the standard counters. We could try Wampa. Wampa's possible. Django's gonna have damage immunity from the off because of having Newt Gunray in the leader slot. CLS would also work. It is a potential. So, what have I got up here? I'm currently got Veers taking on the Bounty Hunters and then CLS here, but I could move CLS to take on something on the bottom and use Wampa against these Bounty Hunters, I think. That seems like a better way of doing this, I think. The problem is Wampa being only gear 12 is not good. It's going to get double tapped a lot by Boba. So we're just going to have to see if we can get through this. Oh, and they've got Tenacity down with Dengar as well. Yeah, that kind of hard counters is right now. It's stunned. No, no, no. Okay. Yeah, so that's not going to work. So this is leaving me a little short. So I think we have to go with the Imperial troopers here then. To kind of almost make sure. Now, I always have a problem with this, is that I find that because of the basic on Veers, is sometimes putting Mark. I used to put Mark on Veers a lot, because then he would call to assist again whenever. So you'd get basic from Piet, call to assist with Veers. Veers then calls another one to assist with the Imperial ambition. But we'll stick with it. Boba's squishy, so let's see if we can get Boba's first life off him. I need to get this Zeta up and running on Piet as well. I think I might do that next because I really do need the days, I think. Yeah, they're going to get a turn, unfortunately. We might be okay. I gained protection back. That's really not helpful. More Imperial ambition. Let's go. I'm only down to 3 stacks on Dark Troopers so far, but you're going to taunt. That does not help me. It really does not help me. There's no point using the AoE. The AoE without the Zeta is only useful if you've taken out something that hasn't got much health. And I don't think we're getting. Yeah, we're not getting through these guys. Okay, fair enough. Right, I'm gonna leave the top at this point because I don't think we're gonna make much progress. So what did we say? We said bounty hunters. Oh, is my boss on defense? Okay. I think I had to put something on defense. I did. I put Bosk on defense. Okay, so Bosk is not going to be able to take on Kylo. I'm going to go with CLS here, though. I think we're now at the point we're probably not going to clear another wall, so we're going to have to just kind of take down pretty much what we can in the way of squads and hope that they potentially don't play. So we're just going to have to wait and see with this. Oh, we're going to lose 3PO? Really? Come on. Yeah, this is one of the... You know what? Fair play to them. This is the first kind of opponent, like, in a while that we've come up against that has a good size roster and actually has worked on their mods. So you know what? I can't be too mad at losing against this compared to others. And then we just have a load of other kind of... It's just kind of a bit trash what we have. We don't have anything. We don't have the deep roster. This was the main problem. We don't have the deep roster to take on 3v3 when it gets to Bronzium, which we need to think about. Maybe I need to go away and have a look at like what the farming has to be for the future. Once we get Leia, that's going to be another one. That's going to be Leia is imminent, which is going to be great. But I think we're going to leave it there. There's not much I can really throw at these guys. They've got decent speed on mods and stuff, so it's not like we're going to be able to outspeed a lot of this like we do in normal things, which is a big factor for our roster in Grand Arena. We cleared one wall and hope that they maybe don't attack. It's possible. So I'll see you in round 2 to see what we ended up with. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, round number 3. So yeah, round number 2 was a complete bust. Our opponents had attacked us. They had dropped a bunch of battles, but yeah, we just couldn't really do much. I went Star Killer against this, and I just, yeah, wasn't able to manage to really do anything. And then I tried to battle against Luke and the Yodas, and yeah, couldn't really do anything. So I just had to kind of take banners, and I didn't record it, I know. So yeah, we're up against Cell C now. who has a Jedi Luke. They do have, I was looking, they do have a Jabba there, but it's not fully geared up yet, but that's okay. 5 million GP, so it's okay. Some interesting Omicrons here. The Qui-Gon's an interesting choice, because yeah, no Amidala. But yeah, so they have their Wampa. What Datacrons they have? They've gone for the Wampa Datacron and the Rolo Datacron, because you need Rolo for Luke. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see how this goes in regards to ships. What we got here: Negotiator at 6-star, nothing else too crazy. Malevolence. Malevolence. If you have a look at Separatists, yeah, they haven't even got a full Malevolence fleet ready. Home one's there, main one there, it seems. I don't want to click that again. So they have gone and attacked us. Got 64 banners. They've done 1 attack so far, and it's been like this for most of the day. So we're going to go and attempt to do something here. So they've got their Jabba here on defense. Now, I know that Starkiller, I believe, should be able to do something against that. They have a Zam Omicron, which is also pretty interesting. Tarkin with some Inquisitors, which is, yeah, don't think you really see that very often, and Fennec with some Banthans as well. Not sure what's going to be in the back, probably Home One in the back here, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I do think, due to the low level of the Jabba, I think it is just a case of we use Starkiller. Wampa can beat Bosk apparently, so maybe we'll use Wampa there. Tarkin, on the other hand, is a different kettle of fish. Going through the counters. Could use Treya, might work on it, and then we kind of need to know what we're up against with the Fennec. No Fennec counters there. Let's have a look here. Fennec Shand, what are you? Veers, CLS. Probably go Luke against Fennec. But I think well, let's go and try and open up the bottom here. I've got no Datacrons. I've been working on the Datacrons. I have got some more from the Conquest that you can use for the next round of Grand Arena. So this should probably be a decent chance of doing something due to the Jabba not being particularly high. We're going to miss out on a bunch of assists to start with, because that's just the way it goes. Let's get as much of the Unleashed up as possible. I can't remember at what point you begin being able to assist against the Jabba team. So we're just going to have to keep going. Starkiller is going to take a while to get ramped up because of that, because he's not assisting when Palpatine goes. Ah, now we're getting some assists. Okay, cool. But Starkiller was not. Boosh is almost gone, which is good. We'll basic. Yep, Boosh is gone. And Jabba's almost dead as well, so it's not going to take much more to take Jabba out. There we go. Now Starkiller's making headway on the assists. And Jabba's almost down as well. Probably could have done the AoE there, but there we go. They probably, I wonder if they've got their... they've got their Luke behind. That would be most frustrating for us and not going to be able to do anything about it. Not Savage. Why am I clicking Savage? I don't want Savage. Wampa. Not confident because our Wampa isn't that great right now. We're missing a Zeta and don't have the relic levels. Next time though, because I've been working on the focus datacron, hopefully get Wampa up to a good standard just by being able to use the focus datacron. But we're going to hopefully just be able to ramp damage. Because we... No, we're not. Okay, yeah, that was potentially always the problem. I mean, we're ahead after one battle, but yes, I thought that might be an issue there. Let's grab the troopers. What does Zams do again? Shapeshifter. Sequence of it, same gains 5% for each other bounty hunter ally. Zams currently has been until the first time she is defeated. So we kind of want to get rid of a Zam reasonably quickly, I would like to say. Let's check the turn meter. Always the main problem with this in this team in 3v3 is we don't get as much turn meter gain. We do have the Zeta today, so let's... I thought I did. Yeah, so this is the problem, is we don't get the same amount of turn meter gains that we really do want with this team in 3v3. So it becomes a little bit dicier. But hopefully Dark Trooper can keep hitting and get her down. Yes, we do get her down there. Let's see if we can... Boba's the squishier of the two. So if we can get one of the Bounty Hunter's resolve stacks gone, we can maybe, yeah, get some more turn meter. That'll give us more turn meter. We've got the next turn anyway. Let's just go for the kill. And that leaves Bosk. So Bosk should go down here in a moment. He's going to get a turn, but it's fine at this point. Get some offense up. Yeah, man. Almost there. Almost there. Couple more. There we go. That's the last one? Yeah, there's the last one. Okay, so not the greatest. Wish that was a little bit better. Could have gone for the Imperial Troopers first on that. What has he got in the back? No loot. Okay, that makes me very happy to see. We do have a Rex. We do have a Inquisitor, a Fifth Brothers Inquisitor team, and we have a Wedge lead with. Interesting. This is going to be very interesting. I think losing Wampa there makes us a little bit short on things. So let's go with Luke for this one. It's going to be our best shot. Fennec can do a bunch of damage, so getting her out first is good. Not worried about Greedo. Fennec, then Embo. And then Greedo. There we go. Alright, so done there. I mean, it is very possible our opponent doesn't come back in and attack, but we want to make sure that they are going to struggle as much as possible to take us out. The weird thing with these is it's not like these teams have counters that you can like really rely on and check on. It's a little bit of a guessing game. There's no Captain Rex here. Just CT-7567 that Rex. I mean, this can be fairly nasty with 7th sister, with 2 Zetas and 8th brother. It can be nasty. I may have to consider pulling a team off defense. Maybe Qui-Gon's team might have to come off defense. So what do we need to take this on? We can use some Empire. It's going to be tough. I don't have the greatest speed. We could go something like Tarkin, Vader, Thrawn? Maybe? Maybe we might manage with that? Rely on Vader just to take a bunch of turns. Let's force Crush. And then we'll get ability blocks here. We're going to have to go on Sister again. We'll Fracture 9th. And do this. I wasn't supposed to do that. Just have to see. It's not like they're getting Purge off, so let's get more dots out there, which also helps Vader heal. Yeah, more ability block is good. I feel like Vader. Another round of this. Ability block, Crush there. That gives us a strike here. Like the Sister is not fractured anymore, so we've got to try and get Thrawn's fracture round. There it is. Trying to focus on these two as they're a bit squishier. I think attrition-wise we're doing alright. Can't hit him for enough. Another one there. Let's go with that. Hit those two with them, and then I'm going to do the Force Crush again. And we can get some more potency and stuff. Okay, we lost Thrawn, but they lost those two. So I'm pretty happy with that. 2 for 1 so far. And I think... Oh, and the Sister just took a bunch of damage from dots there as well, which is good, because it's taken so long for them to get a turn. We'll get with dots, do the AoE damage, then we'll use Merciless. Alright. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. It's a bit of an odds on sods team, but... home 1 is in the back. Well, it stands pretty much no chance against a Negotiator there. So on to these 3. The clones do worry me a little bit, but again, no speed. So maybe Traya. All on Night Sisters. past those teams, I don't have much. Han shoots first is concerning. What am I gonna do against that? Let's have a look at something here. CLS team would have been good for the wedge team, but we don't have that left to use. Savage. Splitting Savage off is risky for this. Wonder if we've got Talon, we've got this guy. We may have to just use something that is like completely like you see, I don't know, I don't get this team. Maybe someone can tell me. Gidmay used to be a team. I don't know really how it's supposed to work together, but maybe we can do something like that or that. Or do we just go Gideon-led Remnant team? Doesn't have a good, his leader ability is not up there. But would maybe something like that. We're relying on Scout Trooper then to do a lot of damage. Maybe I use something like that against the Rex clones. I think Night Sisters here. Yeah, okay, let's go with the Night Sisters for this one. Yeah, okay. That was pretty much as expected. Let's get her back. Let's just use that now. Han is going to be the biggest problem. Han hits so hard at Relicate. Or they all just hit hard at Relicate. Okay, so that was not a good thing to do. Let's... Okay, so I think then, that being the case, could you Savage on his own? Go like Treya, Nihilus, Talon. Might do this and then use Savage on his own, maybe. Let's isolate Han. Ooh, don't like that. Need to try and get Han out of here. Oh, okay, we've lost Nihilus already. This is not part of the plan. Alright. So I think I can go Savage on his own versus these. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Relic 7's too much of an ask. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be too much. Especially if they get evasions in. We can probably click this on auto and see how it goes. I mean, it's hanging in there. Oh, yeah, and Rex gets the insta-kill. Ah! Okay. Haven't got much else to go on here. So I think we're in kind of hope our opponent doesn't play mode. They've used a bunch of their relics on defense, so they could easily slip up. And I have got Qui-Gon in the back to trap them. So maybe the one battle they've done is quite possibly the battle that they want to use Jedi Master Luke for. That is very possible. So that makes the Qui-Gon battle very difficult for them. So that is a possibility. So we're going to clean up this here. I don't think we're going to be able to do much else against those squads in the back. On the bottom wall, on the south wall. Oh my god, look at this. A Xanadu Blood reinforcing on a home 1 team. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Yeah, okay. That was fine. That wasn't ever really a worry for me. Because they haven't tried any other attacks. They've come in, they've got 64 banners, they've gone. And I'm beginning to wonder if that's the MO of this player here. So if I have a look at... Because they're also going to be at the bottom of the bracket as well with 2 losses, I believe. For them to be facing off against us. I mean... No, I mean, it's a bit 50-50 whether they'll play. And when they do play, I think this person is going to come back in and attack. Yeah, when they choose not to play, they don't get any banners. When they choose to play, they're getting hundreds of banners. So I think they're going to come back and try. I think this was to see if I'm going to play, and they're going to come back in a few hours and try and go through the rest of the teams. I don't know what I'm going to do with stuff here. I don't know if there is anything I can do. I can do... a Republic team. Might as well try. Try and get Padme might clutch this for us with being able to just bring protection back all the time. And then with the extra damage from courage and everything. You always want to make sure that you don't use get 5s as sacrifice when you're against these teams. So otherwise these guys are just going to get harder to beat. So that's why we're focusing down 5s first. Rex is going to do that, okay. But I think we get round again. It's annoying that he went for Kenobi. It would have been nice if he would have taken Luminara there. But what can you do, eh? Hopefully this means we can get through his health a little bit quicker. Oh no, he got round to his ability quicker than we could kill him. Oh, and he dodged. Okay. We got rid of 5s on that one. Oh, wow, I forfeited. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there because that's something that. Well, it's 1 banner, and if that's the 1 banner that loses me this Grand Arena, well, oh well, never mind. We'll have to just see how they do when we review this. All right. Alright, so that was the Grand Arena for last week. So yeah, it wasn't great. Second round was a bit of a, as I say, there was no recording of it, and yeah, it wasn't really anything exciting to really see about it. But we did get a win in the end for round 3, so we stayed in bronze and 4 so far. So yeah, been working, obviously it's been a couple of days since I recorded the first part of the video, because I want to release it today. And yeah, so worked my way up through the rest of the stuff here after the unlock. Currently farming the light side currency here. And we'll just go through this one. This is a very easy one. It's where they obviously got the Endor bike raid idea. Because it uses a lot of the same terminology and stuff, sideswipe. So it's pretty much just stacking damage. I think you can just pretty much like basic until they die. There's no point really doing anything else. I don't think here. Because you get rid of them once they have enough stacks of one of the things. So, easy. I just basicked everything there. We're on to Leia here. Does 2 stacks of damage, 4 stacks of sideswipe, 2 stacks of damage on self, 1 stack of damage, 2 stacks, and then 2 stacks of extract, 2 stacks of sideswipe. And then this one just does 4 stacks of damage. So I mean, you just do 4 stacks of damage all the time. Actually, I guess the quicker way to do it would be if you did that. Again, because this one's got cooldown, so yeah, actually, no, the quickest way is just to do basics. Like, so you could try and do sideswipe, and then you'd put damage on... yeah, because you're only adding damage onto the one you're targeting. So yeah, you just basic. And it's very, very, very simple and easy. There we go. Quick and simple. Nothing strenuous or difficult about that particular one. So I've done that twice. So yeah, so we're working on getting the ability materials there. And then, yes, getting enough charge up currency to... Yeah, I mean, people will say you may not want to get it, but I am, because it just speeds up the process exponentially. I'm gonna just have a quick... The round has started now, but that's gonna come next week. But I'm just gonna show you the defensive set. So I've put Leia on the bottom here to try and stop the bottom wall progression on this particular one, because there's going to be more banners available with there being 3 squads back here. So you want to stop your opponent getting to this here. If they want to go top, that's fine. You know, there's only 3 units, and even though you get more, I think, is it the conquer banners, or is it the offensive ones? Oh yeah, it's the wins. You get more banners for wins on that one. It's not gonna go over what you can get there. So that's the defense I've set. I'll just quickly show you here. So the Poncho Bros up here with Yoda. Got Dash Han Chewie there. And in the back here, we've just got Padme, Bosk, and Akbar. But you know, nothing great. Kept a few teams for offense. So that's the defense. And I think, where are we with this? I've managed to do a bunch here. It's a little bit difficult. Can't quite get this done with Galactic Republic or no tanks. But we have got a bunch of stuff here to hopefully... what we got left? We've got 5 days left. Couldn't it fine, I think. I really want to get to this. I haven't really missed too much. So we're getting another 8,000 for that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10,000 there. That's 10,000. So 20,000. That's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes us to 45. So yeah, that's we need something to boost us up a bit more. Maybe the next Galactic Challenge. Is there going to be one? There is going to be one, so at least we can get another galactic challenge in. So I may need to just find a way to maybe eke a few more points out on these upper ones here. So there we go, exciting times. Next week you're gonna get, actually on that there'll be no video next week because I'm on holiday. So 2 weeks from now you'll get double whammy of Grand Arena, providing I can record. So just heads up, I will be able to record round 1 of this week coming up, but round 2 and 3 I'm probably not going to be able to record, and round 1, so depending on internet connection and stuff, because where I'm going the internet data is not that good of an area. I mean, I have done it in the past, last year and stuff, but you know, potentially might not be recorded, and it will be a post commentary as well on those ones. So I'll see how I get on and whether I have the time to do it as well, because I'm supposed to be on holiday. So we'll see if I have the time to record it. But there we go. That's it, ladies and gents. We finally got there. 62 weeks in, and we have Galactic Legend Leia unlocked. It feels great. We're going to be going on to Executor and Jabba and other things from here on out. So make sure you stick around for all that good stuff, and you know, we'll see what we can get up to in these next couple of months. Hit the like and subscribe button. And thank you very much for watching and sticking with this journey. And I'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time. Bye bye for now.